All right, welcome back to another episode of Roast Beef and Bagels. As you see, we have a third person with us today. First, I want to say thank you for everyone who watched our episode last week and commented and asked us for specific topics. And what me and Roast Beef decided to do, thank you. What me and Roast Beef decided to do was have a special guest, and that's our third person here. If you think of like the artist formerly known as Prince, he just goes by one name, and that name is Tito.
He's like Cher.
Cher. But I mean, I wanted to say a male version.
And before we start the podcast, I'd like to say that I got our first guest a surprise gift.
Ooh. I didn't even know about this.
So Tito, Cher, whatever the fuck your name is.
Well, hello, audience out there.
What are you
For Roast
to
Beef
Chef
and
of the Future?
Bagels.
Yeah, gift.
Oh, it's a cup. It's a coffee cup. And let me tell you, it's perfect because the cups that they got, they feel like shot glasses for coffee. I've never had coffee in a shot glass.
I hope the coffee's good though.
Nah.
So this is perfect. I want my coffee in this mug.
Let's see what it looks
That's
like.
what it
Well,
is.
first of all, it's pink.
Yeah.
I'm already excited.
The inside is pink.
It's the color of your roast beef.
It's the color of
Good stuff.
my sweet and low packet.
Oh, I'm thinking it's the first official
Yes.
Roast Beef and Bagels podcast. I don't know if you could see that, but this is like awesome. But the inside is pink.
That's all right.
It's
It's like-
my shirt.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I feel honored.
So this is definitely going to be a collector's item.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for eBay because you know Tito is going to eventually sell it.
Exactly.
And oh, look at this!
Look at
Oh, first time. Yeah,
I told you it was a
Yeah.
shot glass. Told you.
So look, we said the last time we were gonna get into local stuff. I can't even hold it, bro. What the fuck is going on with May Adams?
Hold on.
He's out. He's out.
Hold on. I don't disagree with what Roast Beef is saying.
Well, hold on a second. Before we say that, I just want to say in honor of Roast Beef and Bagels, I'm eating a roast beef and bagel sandwich. I just got to, before we get going.
All right.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So I don't disagree with Roast Beef, but if you think about it, there's a lot, right? There's P. Diddy.
Oh man.
We briefly touched upon election last week because we didn't even really get into it. We just kind of briefly spoke about it. Now, New York, we got Mayor Adams. However, this is what I was thinking. And in Roast Beef, we can talk about Mayor Adams if we want, but I want to let the people know that our guest today is actually a veteran.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main
Marine.
reasons. That's one of
Thank
the
you for
main
your service.
reasons
Thank
why
You were worth it.
You hear that, folks? And it's one of the main reasons why.
And so were you. You were worth it.
This is serious stuff here. This is what it's about. So it's one of the main reasons why me and Roast Beef actually wanted to have him on. And what it leads me to want to know, and again, we could talk about Adams, but I wanted to know, as a veteran, and you see what's going on in the world today. And my personal opinion is the veterans, especially the ones that fell in hard times after coming home, whether mentally they're not
fuck up
there.
in the head.
Right. Mentally, they're not there no more. What do you think? I mean, thank God you're okay.
Oh,
Right.
A little bit.
hold on.
But what do you think as far as serving your country? As what did your country give back to you? And how do you feel they're treating today's current veterans versus sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and things like that instead of taking care of something like their own homegrown?
Well, the first thing I want to say is, how is it that we're spending millions of dollars on these illegal immigrants that are coming in? They're flooding the gates. The floodgates have been opened. They're coming in, and we're spending thousands of dollars to house them, to feed them, giving them all sorts of stuff. I heard the other day they're talking about giving them $4,000 to help them buy a house.
Buy a house.
So housing and all that other stuff. Like, what about all the homeless veterans that we have? You know, there's a whole bunch of them. They actually kicked out veterans in order to put in these illegal immigrants into these hotels, which is,
It's incredible.
to me, it's like,
Well, this is
it's,
why, not to cut you off, Roast Beef too, and this is why I thought it might have been an interesting topic to bring up. Because you're a veteran, because you served this country, and because you've probably seen things that most of our viewership never will see, and thank God, right? And truth to the matter, I mean, I'm not going to speak for roast beef. I couldn't be on the front line of anything. I'm more worried about the hair products that I buy than anything else that I do on a daily basis.
That is true.
So this is why I wanted to bring up this topic, and I wanted to. And obviously, you love your country you served, but you see what the country's doing, and as far as how they're treating Americans, and on the top of the list, veterans, like you just said, they're pushing veterans who need a place to stay out.
You couldn't do this in any other country.
Mm-mm.
You couldn't do this in any other country. It's the only place where politicians are voted in to protect their people, and they protect other countries' people before their own. It's disgusting.
And one of the things that I've observed recently that is just pulling the wool over people's eyes. There's so much things going on right now, and you have to often wonder why. So think about the stuff with Mayor Adams. They've had all of that stuff. Why specifically are you bringing that up now?
Distraction, though.
The P. Diddy stuff. The P. Diddy stuff, how long has that been going on? They've been going on, they've been having indictments and all that stuff for months. Why
Years.
now?
Yeah.
One other thing that I think is another, they're trying to hide. So one thing I think they're trying to hide is the whole election stuff. If they can bomb the airwaves with all of this other news, you're not going to see some of these babbling people that are trying to become elected or whatever it is that they're doing out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then I don't know if you guys know. Did you know that 23andMe, what is it? 23,
Yes.
What? 23andMe or something like that.
23andMe, the CEO and all of those top level officials all resigned on the day that they got hacked.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
So think about it. If you had your DNA through 23andMe, that all was hacked.
It's incredible.
So pay attention.
This
Media
is,
distraction.
you see, this is why Cheeto's a valuable guest, and he's probably going to make a return. He just brought up like 45 topics, and we only like to talk about one because that's all me and Roast Beef can handle.
At a time.
One. He just brought up Adams, Diddy, 23andMe. I mean, my brain started to smoke. I don't know if anyone saw it in the background, but so I just wanted to say that, you know, reason why we have Tito on this particular show is because he's a veteran. We feel that was the right guest to be for our first guest, and also, you know, we love Tito. Just so everyone else knows. And
I love roast beef and bagels too.
That's not sweet.
Love you guys, and thank you for the gift.
so he likes his gift. So I mean, you know, we just want to get a quick wrap up and ask you the question: how do you feel as far as veteran treatment goes from today's U.S. administration, whether it's Republican or Democrat? I don't care, because obviously each state is controlled differently. How do you feel the veterans are being treated based on what you see, what you know, being a veteran? Have you hit any bumps in the road when your return came? And as far as getting yourself back in your life, you know, back into play, how do you feel about that?
Well, I can't speak specifically for any maltreatment or anything like that because I was in during Desert Storm, so I didn't see a lot of action. Okay. And when I came back, there was a huge parade for us, so I was very thankful for what we got. I just feel that, you know, think about it. Veterans are signing a blank check for up to and including their life. So I think what the veterans should get should be a lot more. I want to shout out Tunnels to Towers. $11 a month will go a long way. So I just want to shout out them. You should definitely donate if you can. It's just $11 a month and it goes a long way. They do a lot of things for veterans. But it's just sad that it takes an organization like that to have to, you know, do a lot of things where the government should be doing it. I don't think that we should be giving out billions of dollars to people that are going to do harm to us, you know, in other countries and stuff like that. One of the big things that I feel horrible about is all of the weapons and all of the things that we left in Afghanistan, the exit that we had there.
Wow.
it's kind of like, we're going to go back. We're going to be back there eventually. And what are they going to be using? They're going to be using our equipment, our ammunition, our guns against us. So that was a whole horrible thing. No. We need coffee, bro. Yeah. It's important. So,
well, I mean,
that's my thought.
Again, I mean, I don't know if anybody could have said it better. I know I couldn't have. And as far as the tunnel for towers, we'll be sure to put that link in our description below. And if you can, just coming straight from the veteran's mouth, it's going to go a long way, whatever you can contribute.
And if you don't have the money, there's a place on Linden Boulevard. I don't know if, obviously, we're in New York. It's a veterans hospital. They're constantly looking for volunteers for different events. You just volunteer your time if you don't have the money. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it.
What's up with this cornbread, by the way?
We made cornbread.
No, Bagels made cornbread.
We didn't know if we were going to dub Tito, a.k.a. Cornbread.
You can put that in the queue if you think we should name him.
If you think we should name our guest a particular food item, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. We'll let the audience decide.
We will let the audience decide.
The only thing, you don't look like a cornbread, though. That's the problem.
But the problem is if we call someone that food, if they're on the show, we have to have that food and they have to eat it.
Right. I agree.
Do you even like cornbread?
It's all right.
Oh, okay. Dude, hold on a second. I got to give you 20 from the other day.
Oh.
We went to fucking...
He owes me money.
We went to this fucking donut shop.
Crumble.
Oh, dude. And it was...
3 hours.
3 hour wait. And the fucking cookies, whatever the fuck, they were sucked.
No, they were good.
No, they weren't. What was the other place? The other place we went to on Forest Hills is better.
Chip City.
Chip City's much better.
Oh.
It's about... Oh, here we go.
My producer's bringing us...
But we waited 3 hours for 3 fucking boxes. It was only a dozen and a half.
See,
it cost like $40.
I just want to point out to my audience, the veteran thought this was upside down. Do you see?
They're fucked up.
What will happen?
Yeah.
It's important that
we need help, people. We need help.
I almost drank his coffee. Well, that's gonna. I think. You have any questions for Tito, aka Cornbread?
No, I think you covered it all.
So, I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up here. We just had to grab our producer because we can't afford a cameraman yet. And we will hope to see everyone
on our third episode.
We hope to see everyone on our next episode.
Please subscribe. Salud.
Ciao.
Ciao.
The square. We're keeping that in too. See the square? No,